I'm Kate Arms. I'm a coach at Signal Fire Coaching. You can find out more about me at www.signalfirecoaching.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about the art of receiving feedback. Receiving feedback is one of the most important things for us to learn to be able to do graciously and in a way that serves us. I used to be horrible, really horrible at receiving feedback. If somebody told me that there was a problem with the way I had done something, I took it really personally, and I took it as a statement that there was something really wrong with me. And it stopped me trying to do things because I felt like I was really just a horrible person and I was never going to be good at anything. And learning to receive feedback made it possible for me to be able to grow into the person that I want to be in a whole new way. So I just want to talk a little bit today about what I now know about receiving feedback. The first thing I know about receiving feedback is that it is a lot easier when it's given in love by someone who is skilled at giving feedback in a way that makes it clear it's about the work, the behavior, the product, and not the person who's getting the feedback. I took training in facilitating writers' circles, which are critique groups for writers. And we kept coming back to this over and over again. Feedback is about the work. It's about the work. It's about the work. It's not about the writer. It's about making the work better. It's in service of a good manuscript. And the writing circles that I facilitated after that and that I participated in as a participant were totally different than any other kind of writing feedback I'd gotten in a peer setting before that, because I had learned in learning how to give feedback that way that I could take feedback that way. But learning how to give it and make it really about the work changed the way I take feedback. It's not always easy to take feedback, even when it's given in love, and it's about the work, the behavior, the product. Because the truth is that at any given moment in time, we're doing the best we can. And so if the best we can could do with some improvement, it's easy to take that personally, to say the best that I could do last week, yesterday, 6 months ago, a year ago, wasn't very good, so I'm not very good as a person. And that's just not a useful way of holding it. As people, we're all works in progress. We're always growing. We're always moving, changing, and we're not the person this morning that we were yesterday morning. And we were always worthy of love and affection and belonging, and we were always okay as people. We just always have more we can grow into. And so learning to take feedback in that vein isn't always easy. The practice that helps is when you get feedback, don't try and respond to the feedback in the moment. Don't try to explain or defend yourself. Take a deep breath and say, thank you. In your mind, the feedback is going to start connecting to what you know about the work. And a little bit later, when you've had time to let it settle in, to let it rattle around in your brain a little bit, to breathe out the, oh my God, they said something bad about my work feelings. Then you can actually take the feedback out and look at it and ask some really important questions. The questions it's important to ask are, did they understand what I was trying to do? And is this feedback geared to ways that I was ineffective in accomplishing what they understood my goals to be? Are they making assumptions about my goals that are not accurate? What is the truth in here? Are they projecting their desires for themselves onto me? What part of this is not true? And then when you've answered all those questions, you get to make choices about how you want to respond to the feedback or integrate to the feedback, and what pieces of the feedback you want to just let go of and say, that isn't actually useful to me in improving this product or this behavior or this work. I want to give you a little example just so you can have a story to hang this on. Yesterday, I posted my first video on the Signal Fire Coaching YouTube channel. It's called Unleash the Real You. And it was nerve-wracking to put it together. Honestly nerve-wracking. I've been wanting to do videos for a long time, and I've just been scared. Because in the past, I haven't liked the way I come across on video. So I put it together, and I put it out there, and I did the best that I could do yesterday. And a couple of my friends said, you want some feedback on that? And I took a deep breath and I said, yes, I do. And they both gave me the same feedback. They both said, it just felt forced. It felt performy, actory. And we'd like to see a little bit more of the real you. And I said thank you. And I said a few more things than just thank you. What I really said, though, wasn't you're wrong, or no, it wasn't, or I was real. What I said was claiming what I knew to be true in the moment. I find video really hard, really challenging. I'm trained as an actor for stage, and I'm trained to be able to project in an outdoor theater. And I forget that the camera's really close. And so I push and I try too hard. And I named that. And then I had a good night's sleep. And I got up this morning and I said to myself, oh my goodness, Kate, you've been teaching people how to speak authentically on camera for 5 years. And you know exactly what you did wrong. And so I got up this morning and I'm making this video with a slightly different setup. One that I've worked with my clients over the years to help them just talk intimately with a camera and not on camera like they're in the middle of a big auditorium talking to a lot of people. So I don't know how this is going to come across. I know that I won't know how I feel about this until it's been live for a little bit. And I know I'm going to ask for feedback. In fact, if there's anything that you notice in my performance, my video work that feels performy and doesn't feel like I'm just talking to you, I'd love to hear that in the comments. You can write them below. You know that cheesy thing that YouTube presenters always do? In the comments below. Yeah. I would actually love to know what you think of this video and whether it feels like I'm actually talking to you. Because I don't want to be performing in these videos. I just want to be reaching out and talking to you. Because the stuff I've got to talk about is real, and it's about being real. And so it's really important to me that when you watch this video, that you feel like I'm being real. Because I'm being the best me I can be at any given moment. And sometimes that's a really nervous, anxious, trying too hard kind of me. But I got feedback, and I'm working on it. So the art of receiving feedback, don't take it personally. Remember, it's about the work, the behavior, the product, the service. It's not about who you are as a person. It's not about how good or bad or worthy of love you are. It's about this thing that you've made, whether it's a conversation or a video or a manuscript. And take what you see in the feedback as true and play with it. Don't beat yourself up with it. Play with it. Try something new. And then get feedback on that. And see how that helps you grow. It's helped everyone else. I bet it'll help you. If you are interested in talking to me more about developing your capacity to separate your sense of worthiness from feedback or criticism or critique that you're getting, I'd be happy to have a 1-hour powerful conversation with you. These are conversations where you really lay yourself on the line, and I really give what I can to try and help you move forward. I've changed people's lives with these conversations, one conversation being life-changing, and sometimes they're the beginning of an ongoing relationship. But that's up to you. I'm not going to pressure you into spending money to work with me, but I am going to offer my services if it seems like they would be worthwhile. So if you want a 1-hour powerful conversation, go to my website, www.signalfirecoaching.com/powerful-conversation, and just sign up for one and we'll talk. In the meantime, I would really love to know what you think about this video. So if you put feedback in the comments, I'd like that. Thank you.